Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Catherine and I do thrifting and outfits and vlogs and that kind of thing. I am new here with just a few videos made, so you can check all of those out if you have the chance. And if you're a returning person, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate all of your support. One of my favorite hobbies is like bullet junk journaling. So in today's video, I thought I would take you guys through a little journal with me and like my process and what I do, just to set up like the month, because I try to do like a different like section for each month. So I'll set up my July page and I'll do like my July stats and just a little bit for this month, and I'll try to film it decently so you can kind of watch what I'm doing. This video is messy and disorganized. I don't come up with a clear plan until part of the way through. What I like to do for each month is set up a simple little doodle divider page. This helps me stay organized and know what happened where. I have become really behind on my journaling. I have a couple collage pages from months ago that I haven't written anything about. And then I also found this page that just says craft, so I am behind. So for this month, I'm thinking 4th of July, America. I don't really have a clear idea. So I'm starting by looking for different pieces and magazines to snip out and collage with. Cutting out tiny pieces is actually really enjoyable for me, or it's like soothing, and I can just kind of mindlessly cut out tiny little scraps of paper. And even if I don't use them, I can save them for later. So here's a little hat all cut out, so cute. And then I started cutting out this little bow, but then I realized a great like form of media that talks about 4th of July is Jaws, and that would be such a cute page to do. So then I started drawing a little shark. He's a little funky looking, but I thought this was the shape of a shark. But then I decided that I don't know how to draw the Jaws poster from memory. So I looked it up. I did a quick little Google search and Pinterest search to find specifically what I'm looking for the Jaws poster, and then I also looked up some simple shark doodles that I might be able to recreate. Some of these were so cute. I absolutely loved this little Hello Kitty poster with the little bow on the shark. That's so cute. But anyway, I found a simple step-by-step shark drawing that I would be able to recreate to make my little Jaws poster. I do not have much artistic ability when it comes to sketching and that kind of thing, but here he is. He's a little funky looking. Trust the process or don't. He's a little scrunkly. Next, I'm going in with a felt tip pen just to make it look like I fully committed to the little shark. I think it definitely makes it look more polished and just better, really, if I trace it with a firm outline. And I mean, just looking at my little dude, he definitely looks better than in pencil. For color, I'm using my Mildliner Zebra highlighters. A friend gave me these in my senior year of high school, and I have been using them ever since to take notes and highlight things in scripts when I was doing theater stuff, and a lot for journaling. They're my main source of color. Some of them are a little funky, but they work well if you know how to use the color. For the shark, I'm doing a dark gray for the outside and then a little bit of a lighter gray on like the very inside of the shark. And then I go in with a just orangish red for his little mouth. He definitely doesn't look perfect, but that's okay, and that's something that I have to tell myself, that just because it doesn't look Pinterest perfect doesn't mean that I should stop. And then I cut him out of his paper so he like stands out better. He doesn't look good on my desk, but he does look okay when I get him glued into the actual paper of the journal. This is when I realized that I completely forgot that there's a swimmer on the Jaws poster, and I do not know how to draw that or want to draw that, so I'm deciding I'm just not going to do it, and it's going to be okay. And here's my cute little shark, and he is not eating anybody today because I can't draw them. Something else that I do a lot with my journaling is hand lettering. So basically what I do is I just look up a picture of a word or like a font, and I just very carefully sketch out the word with a pencil and then just adjust it until it looks decent enough. For this one, I looked up the Jaws logo, and I'm just very carefully trying to match the blocky Jaws lettering that they have. While doing the A, I remembered that I wanted to say July and not just Jaws, so I erased that and I continued very carefully sketching out my ULY. And I think it looks okay. It's obviously not perfect because those are very straight letters to do by hand. And then going back in with the mild liners, I'm just going to color it this nice red that I used for the shark's mouth. It's kind of a bright orangey red, but for what I'm doing, it works pretty good. And then once again, I'm going back in with the little felt tip marker. I'm doing this very lightly so it doesn't bleed through the pages. That's something that I get concerned with a lot, is making sure stuff doesn't bleed through. And then I'm just going in and gluing on the little shark. Does the shark in Jaws have a name? Do we get to name the shark? Can I name the shark? And then I added this little wave, and it looked ugly. But that's okay. We can fix it. We didn't fix it. We made it worse with this little wave going all around the page. But just look at the shark. The shark's cute. Just look at July. July's cute. We don't have a swimmer. We don't have a lot, but we're pushing along. I think it's cute enough. I might actually go in and add some bubbles. On the next page, I'm doing what I'm calling July stats, and this is basically just a couple things that are current for my being right now, so that I can go back and months later, years later, and be like, oh, this is how I was feeling July of 2024, and that's just a sweet thing to have. Starting with currently IMs. Currently, I'm reading The Vampire Lestat. This is the second book in the Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles series. I read the Interview with the Vampire book really, really quickly. And The Vampire Lestat is taking a little more time. It's a little more intense, or at least it's intense in a way that's very much like, oh, this is something that you connect with a little too hard and is troubling to read. But I do like it, and I'm excited to read it. Currently, I'm watching an anime called Nana. This was recommended to me by one of my friends. It's really good. It's about a little band and romance and Vivienne Westwood fashion. I really like it, specifically like aesthetically. It's really pretty, and I enjoy it. I ended up finishing Nana while I was working on this page in this video, so I absolutely recommend it. It's so cute and I love it. Currently, I am really excited about getting a new roommate for college. I recently got in contact with her, and seems really cool. One thing, she's Korean. So she's like in Korea now. Which that's a little bit of a struggle because we have a very different time zone. So it's like when I'm asleep, it's her day. When she's going to sleep, I'm just like starting my day, and it's like, But I have gotten contact with her for our hours where we are both like up and about at the same time. And that's just really exciting and cool to have a new friend. Currently, I'm listening to most frequently is still Fall Out Boy. Since my concert, it's been like a little rut of the same Fall Out Boy songs on repeat. Which isn't good, but I'll do better. Currently, I'm wanting to rearrange my room. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos of girls doing room tours, doing room redecorations. I'm just like binging them. And so that is something I would like to do, and a video I would like to make. I don't know when that'll happen. maybe not for a while, because I do kind of have plans on the videos that I want to put out in July. And then once I go back to school, it's going to be a little more difficult. But it could also be easier because I can take stuff out of here and put it in a dorm, which may make things a little bit better. That's kind of something I want to do in the future. Something I want to start doing is looking at numerical things that I can write about. So for YouTube, I currently have 193 subscribers. This is something that I'm kind of committed to. And then I have 371 followers on TikTok, which is the same username if you want to follow me for little makeup looks and stuff. And then at the time of filming this, I had 44 days until I started college again. And then lastly, I'm adding a couple of goals that I want to try and accomplish in July. So one of my goals is I want to get 2 YouTube videos posted in July. So that will be this one, and then I'm planning like a little DIY video where I attempt some DIYs I've seen on Pinterest and TikTok and stuff. Another goal I have for July is I have been wanting to do a garage sale since like the end of May. Because I have so much stuff that I want out of my house, but I don't just want to give it away because I do want to get a little bit of money. So I'm just gonna have a cheap garage sale, like a dollar bin. I want to give away some free stuffed animals because I have too many stuffed animals, but I want them to go to a good home. And sometimes when you're at like a thrift store, they just like pile up and it's like they don't go anywhere. Which just makes me really sad. So I'm doing like a free stuffed animal bin. But that's something I want to do and something I've been meaning to do and I'm going to do before the month is out. And then another one of my goals is that I want to finish the Vampire Lestat book. It's a little much for me, but I do want to get it done and move on to Queen of the Damned, which is the 3rd one. Here's a clip of Gwen and a message from Editing Catherine. The Vampire Lestat is a weird book. And I am pushing through it, but I have not made it very far because every time I pick it up, I am at a spot where every chapter has something that makes me go, oh, that's not. So it's very unsettling. I don't know if I particularly like this book, and that's okay. I am pushing through. We'll get it done. And that's what I'm gonna do for these pages today. Let me know if this is something you like, or if you want to see a more in-depth video, or like a better page day. Some of my collages are really cute. These are kind of ugly. And that is the whole video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more journaling content, I can do more and I can figure out a better way to do it. Just tell me what you want to see from that. In my next video, I am going to be doing a little DIY video, which I'm looking forward to. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. I do really want to get to 200 subscribers. I think that would be really neat. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I will hopefully see you in my next video.